welcome back to another episode of Amped. This is RedWithaK here, and I wanted to thank you guys for 44 episodes of my Amplified series here. This is the final one, so get ready for a little bit of a talky-talk episode, as it were, and probably a little bit shorter than usual as well. In previous episodes, we had been using the Amplified series here in order to show people who do not have the opportunity with their current computer equipment to see what the Amplified terrain generation has to offer in Minecraft here. We've made our way through several different biomes, almost all of them in fact, except for 3. Now, I have gone through in creative mode and looked for those remaining biomes so that I could maybe fast track our conversations and our episodes to wrap everything up by episode number 50. Unfortunately, I cannot find those 3 remaining biomes anywhere that I am traveling. So I stopped. I stopped here. In quite a beautifully generated place. There's some birch forest, there's some roofed forest, and some massive waterfalls, islands, lakes, floaty islands, and the works all in this general area here. The reason I stopped here is because this is kind of the terrain that I wish to start playing in my next series. Now, this one was in survival mode. It was in adventuring in survival mode, traveling across the land, not really planting down in any one place for any one reason, and continually moving so that we could just examine the landscape, enjoy the beauty of it, and see what was there to offer. I will be starting a new series in this Amplified terrain generation, but it is going to be a creative let's build type series. Now, the reason that I'm doing that is because it has been a very long time, several months in fact, since I have been in creative mode building anything with intent or purpose. And I wish to get back into that. In my YouTube career thus far, which began November 6th of the previous year here in 2013, I have not yet done creative mode building. So I decided it is something that makes me very, very happy. It is something that is true to my heart and I enjoy doing. I feel comfortable enough with my fan base from you guys and my ability to be an entertainer while doing building that this is actually going to be a fairly successful series. And there seems to be some demand for it as well, not just on my channel, but through a number of people's channels, building new adventure maps with our new adventure mode in Minecraft that we have, as well as the use of the command blocks in order to create a almost an adventure map style of gameplay. So that is going to be exactly where we're going with this. What I would like to do at this point is really just take a minute and say thank you, like a real true heartfelt thank you. Look into my eyes. This series was one of the very first series that I had ever done, along with my Get Her Done series. When I started getting busy, Get Her Done got pushed off to the side, and I realized between that and this, I didn't have the time, and it became redundant that I was doing 2 single-player survival style series running on my channel. This one was by far more popular because of the amplified terrain that was here, but the other one was more popular because of the builds that I was getting into doing. This is going to be hopefully an accumulation and a mashup of both of those series put together, along with being in creative mode. I don't have an end result as of yet. I believe that I may be doing a adventure map. I might be creating an adventure map. Maybe. One thing is for certain, that I couldn't have gotten to this stage to be sitting here with the ability to debate what it is I'm going to do without your guys' help and support and care along the way for everything that I've done on my channel, on my Twitch, on Twitter, and elsewise in the community. And I greatly appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, you've made this a very possible thing. So, I would like some input from you folks, from the people out there watching who enjoyed the Amplified series, who enjoyed the other series, the servers that I am part of, the, multiplayer stuff that I have been involved in, even things like the Skyrim, the streaming that I do, all of the different aspects that I have on my channel here, my YouTube channel and my Twitch. If we keep the theme in amplified terrain, what style, what type of build would you like to see? I'm not talking an individual building. I'm talking an environment. What I did previous to YouTube was, now it wasn't an amplified, granted, but I would pick an area like this one that we're in right here, right now, and I would just start building. I would start building as though I was an occupant of the area I was building in. There would have to be food to support me. There would have to be entertainment for me to, thrive mentally. There would have to be structure and mining and farming and ranching and villages or cities, as well as religion and temples, as well as some governmental system, maybe castles, maybe, some sort of social structure represented in the builds as I went along. This was before my YouTube era. I don't even have any of those save games anymore, which is unfortunate because I could, right now, cut in some examples of what I've built previously. But those don't exist, so I need to start anew, and I'm going to do it in this Amplified Terrain series. But where to start? Where to start? What type of civilization should I build? Keep in mind, I do have the intent that at particular points, I will likely put this world up for download for people to play on and make their home and make their own as well. So your input is actually very directly impacted in what occurs here. And in the comments below, very specifically, don't tweet it at me. I mean, if you tweet it at me, just ensure that that information is in the comments below as well. But in the comments below, put down suggestions of the type of civilization you would like to see. You can do parts of it. Say if you understand religious / cultist aspects, you can say build this with this religion in mind. Or if you understand sort of governmental and socialism end of things, you could say, build something regarding this kind of social structure or that type of governmental impact. If you're into actually building, you could suggest types of structures to build. Be it ethnic structures of different varieties, or functional or aesthetic structures. Whatever it is that you would perhaps think in your head, and I can actually roll from there. I may have questions for each of you as you put your comments and suggestions down. This isn't going to be a limited build. This is going to be enormous. It will be built over a vast distance with great detail over a fairly large amount of time. This will be how I use my spare time. With some masterful editing techniques. A lot of stuff will be either sped up, and or explained in detail in regular time, or built off camera and then come back to with some, again, editing techniques that show you what was done. But this is going to be essentially where I hang out. This is going to be my, Red's time, mental wellness time spent here. Not in this exact location we're standing in. I'm going to have to pick a different seed perhaps and go and find a location that suits what it is I would like to start building with. I have a number of different thoughts and plans for this series as well. Things like inviting guests, you, my friends, individually to come on and help build something that is your idea, something you would like to see be built, and more than happily have you on with me for a couple of different episodes. Come in, show me what you're speaking of. I can help create these things. If you're good at building, you can help me create these things. And I'd like it to be as much of an interactive series as a personal series as well, to myself. So this is going to become another large portion of what I am as a YouTuber, is this thing, this entity that I'm now going to be working towards, making recordings of, doing streams of. It'll be sort of a thread that is continued throughout my YouTube career, my existence here. And I say career very loosely and objectively. It's not like I make money doing this or anything along those lines, but it is something that is a hobby and very important to me inside my head, inside my heart, and with all the beautiful people that I'm meeting along the way. And I want to be able to give back a little bit here, so I'd like to do this together with you guys as well. But regardless, a big thanks to you for letting me get to this point. Throw your comments and suggestions, please, down under the video here. Let me know, and be truthful. Be very truthful about what's going on in your heads as to what you would like to see. Not every single comment might get hit upon, but there is going to be so much building going on that I can likely incorporate everyone's ideas, depending on how many respond to this. And I love you all. This has been a great experience. Let's move on from episode number 44 in the Amped series to episode number 1 in our new creative build series, which, quite honestly, I gotta think of a name for. Should it be Amped? Should it be Amped Creative? I'm not sure. We'll come up with something. Leave that suggestion down below as well. And until we get that series rolling, pay attention on the channel, pay attention on Twitter. And when we get the first build started, the seed picked, you'll know firsthand. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. See ya!